Hello everyone and welcome back to Easy English Channel, where learning English is easy and fun. I'm Emily.
And I am Peter. Hello to all our wonderful listeners. I am feeling a little bit slow today, Emily. My movements are heavy and my brain is quiet. I hope that's okay for a podcast host.
Slow is perfectly fine, Peter. In fact, you look very relaxed and peaceful. Did you have a very productive morning or a very quiet one where you ignored your to-do list?
Well, I planned to be a superhero today. I wanted to clean my whole apartment, go to the gym for 2 hours, and finish 3 big reports for work. But instead, I spent 2 hours sitting on my balcony just watching a small spider build a web in the corner.
A spider web instead of work reports. That sounds like a classic case of doing nothing, and I absolutely love it. It sounds like a movie scene.
But I felt so guilty, Emily. I kept looking at my phone and thinking, Peter, you are being lazy. You should be working hard like everyone else on social media who was running marathons at 5 a.m.
That guilty feeling is exactly why we need today's topic, the art of doing nothing. We are going to talk about why being lazy might actually be the smartest thing you do for your brain today.
I am very happy to hear that because I am an expert at being lazy, but I didn't know it was an art form that people could study.
It definitely is. And stay tuned, everyone, because at the end of the episode, I have a small secret tip, a 5-minute technique that helps me stop that shouting voice in my head so I can enjoy my rest without any guilt.
I need that tip immediately. My brain never stops shouting at me to be busy and useful. Please share it with us later, or I might start cleaning the studio floor right now.
I promise I will. But first, let's talk about why we're so obsessed with being busy and productive all the time in modern life. Emily, when someone asks you, "How are you?" in the street or at the office, what is the most common answer you hear lately?
Everyone says, I'm so busy, or I'm exhausted, but keeping on. It's like a competition to see who has the most stress, the longest to-do list, and the least amount of sleep.
Yes, we wear our busyness like a trophy or a gold medal. If we aren't busy, we feel like we are failing or being useless to society.
Exactly. I feel like if I'm just sitting on the sofa without a book or a laptop, I'm wasting my life. But when I'm busy, I feel important and powerful, even if I'm just answering boring emails that don't really matter.
That is called the busy trap. We fill our time with small, noisy tasks because we're actually afraid of silence and stillness. We don't know who we are without our work.
Stillness is scary, Emily. If it's quiet, I start thinking about all the things I haven't done yet, like fixing my leaky faucet or calling my grandmother. It makes me want to pick up my phone and scroll just to stop the thinking.
Let's look at the word lazy for a moment, because people use it in a negative way. To me, laziness is when you avoid something you need to do, but resting is when you give your body what it needs to recover and stay healthy.
Oh, I like that distinction. So watching the spider was resting because my brain was tired from a long week of meetings and screens.
Exactly. Your brain is like a smartphone battery. It cannot stay at 100% forever. If you don't plug it in and recharge it, it will stop working properly and eventually it will just shut down.
My colleague, David, you remember him, right? The one who drinks 4 espressos before 10 a.m.? He never rests. He even reads work documents while he is walking to the bathroom.
David is a prime candidate for burnout if he doesn't learn the art of doing nothing. His battery will hit 0% very soon, and he will be forced to stop.
He thinks he is being efficient, but I noticed he makes more mistakes when he is tired, so he has to spend more time fixing the mistakes. It's like he is running in a circle.
That's not efficient at all. It's much better to do nothing for an hour and then work with a clear, sharp mind for 2 hours. You get more done in less time.
I think I would try to sit on my balcony instead of checking my emails tonight.
It's a small change, but maybe a big help.
Did you know that some of the best ideas and discoveries in human history came when people were doing absolutely nothing and feeling bored?
Really? I thought great ideas only came when people were thinking very hard in a library or a laboratory with a lot of books.
Actually, no. Isaac Newton was just sitting under a tree relaxing when he saw an apple fall and thought about gravity, and Archimedes was taking a relaxing bath when he shouted Eureka.
So I should spend more time in the bath and under trees for my work reports. Maybe I will find a genius idea there.
Maybe. When we are bored or doing nothing, our brain goes into what scientists call default mode. It starts wandering like a traveler and connecting different ideas that it couldn't connect when we were focused on a task.
That makes total sense. When I was watching that spider building its web, I suddenly remembered where I left my car keys. I had been looking for them for 3 days with a lot of stress.
See? Boredom is the soil where creativity grows. If you are always looking at your phone or a screen, you never give your brain a space to grow anything new. You're just consuming other people's ideas.
My brain needs more space to grow. I think I've been crowding it with too many TikTok videos and work emails.
Poor Peter. In different cultures, they have very different ideas about this concept.
I read about a very interesting concept in the Netherlands called Nixon. Have you heard of that, Emily? It sounds like a martial art, but it's the opposite.
Yes, I love it. Nixon literally means to do nothing. It's the practice of doing something without a purpose, like looking out a window or listening to music without doing anything else.
In my culture, we don't have a beautiful word for that. We just call it procrastinating or wasting time, and then we feel bad about it for the rest of the day.
I think we should all learn to Nixon more often and treat it like a skill. In Italy, they have a famous phrase, dolce far niente, which means the sweetness of doing nothing.
The sweetness of doing nothing. That sounds like a delicious dessert, much better than lazy Peter. I'm going to tell my boss I am practicing dolce far niente next time he sees me staring at the ceiling.
Imagine if we celebrated our rest as much as we celebrated our hard work. Hey, Peter, what did you do today? Oh, I practiced the sweetness of doing nothing for 3 hours. It was very successful.
People would think I am crazy, but I would be the most relaxed and happy person in the office.
Well, everyone, we hope you enjoyed today's episode about the art of doing nothing and the sweetness of being a little bit lazy every now and then.
Remember that your brain needs a break just as much as your phone needs a charger to keep working. Go find a spider to watch or a window to look out of today for a few minutes.
If you liked this episode, please give it a like and subscribe to Easy English channel. We love helping you learn English while you sit back and relax.
Yes, and please share this with a friend who works too hard and never stops. Maybe they need a 5-minute break and a guilt-free window too.
Until next time, everyone, keep learning, but don't forget to take a long and wonderful nap. Goodbye, everyone. I'm going back to my balcony to finish watching that spider. Ciao for now.